What if we were not alone? What if the hundreds of thousands of people claiming to have seen unidentified flying objects in fact had been witnessing extraterrestrial spacecraft? What if the thousands of people all over the world who tell about their encounters with alien beings through friendly contact or even forced abductions were actually telling the truth? What if our governments had known about an ET presence for more than half a century? If they were in possession of alien technology that had the potential of changing how our world is run, and they chose to keep the public in the dark through a secret campaign of suppressed information? What if that campaign acted as a chain around the ankles of humanity, keeping us from rising to a whole new level of consciousness and understanding of ourselves, our planet, and the universe around us? And what if that campaign ended tomorrow?
It's one of these currents of history that won't be denied. The truth is going to come out, and when it does, it's going to be explosive.
So once we get that out, we will go back and completely reassemble the 20th century, rewrite it in a way, and may have to go back and rewrite a significant portion of the entire last 12,000 years.
This is the greatest story in human history. And the reason it is the greatest story in human history, it is the greatest story of human history.
The worldview portrayed in this statement by renowned scientist Lord Kelvin in 1900 was shattered only 5 years later when Albert Einstein published his groundbreaking paper on special relativity. The new theories challenged the current framework of understanding and forced the scientific community to open up to a broader view on the nature of reality. This event of fundamental change, this paradigm shift, came as a huge surprise to scholars at that time. But today we have no problem following the string of breakthroughs leading up to Einstein's paper and the doorway into the atomic age. Lord Kelvin's statement bears with it the voice of paradigms past. We knew that the Earth was flat. We knew that we were the center of the universe. And we knew that a man-made heavier-than-air piece of machinery could not take flight. Through all stages of human history, intellectual authorities have pronounced their supremacy by ridiculing or suppressing elements of reality that simply didn't fit within the framework of accepted knowledge. The so-called father of modern science, the Italian astronomer Galileo, was even convicted by the Catholic Church and placed under house arrest for life after publishing a book where he supported the idea that the Earth was not the center of the universe. His work was then banned and forbidden for more than 200 years. But are we really any different today? Have we really changed our acceptance towards the things that won't fit the frame? Maybe there are concepts of our reality we have yet to understand. And if we open our eyes, maybe we will see that something significant has been overlooked.
My name's Nick Pope. I worked for the Ministry of Defence, part of the British government, for 21 years, and for much of the early 90s I was responsible for running their UFO project. The Ministry of Defence has been investigating UFO sightings since the 1950s and has about 12,000 reports in its case files. When I was doing the job in the 90s, I received about 200 or 300 reports each year.
In May 2008, the British government opened its first batch of UFO files for public inspection. The release, made available on the internet, created an immense media and public interest, with over 2 million downloads the first weeks. Other nations had just recently opened their files, and more were to follow. France, Belgium, Ireland, Denmark, Turkey, Brazil, Argentina, Mexico. The most amazing stories were revealed of craft, UFO fleets, landings, and even ET entities being seen, often with multiple eyewitnesses involved. Even if many of the reports could be explained as aircraft, weather balloons, satellites, or planets, or special weather phenomena, still a large portion remained unexplained.
It is clear to me, given that these things are seen by police officers, pilots, military personnel, given that they are sometimes tracked on radar, it is clear to me that whatever the UFO phenomenon involves, there are serious defence, national security and air safety issues at stake.
The question if we are alone in the universe is as old as man himself, but now this question seems to be more pressing than ever. Today, science has discovered that many of our neighboring stars have similar planet systems. Over 500 planets have been registered so far. Some scientists even claim that our galaxy alone may have billions of planets with Earth-like conditions. So the idea of us humans being the only intelligent life in the universe seems to be losing its grip. Over the years, polls have shown that a rising number of people believe in intelligent life elsewhere. In many countries, far more than 50% of the population. This question of extraterrestrial life was also among the reasons why the SETI project was established back in the 1980s. SETI stands for Search for Extraterrestrial Intelligence. This project, still ongoing, is using large radio telescopes at several locations on the globe to scan the cosmos in search for electromagnetic transmissions that could indicate intelligent life. This is the radio telescope in Bologna in Italy, one of the largest of its kind in Europe. This enormously complex system of antennas is able to detect even the weakest signals from the universe. And by interpreting these signals, the scientists are able to learn a lot about the age and the origin of the stars, the galaxies, and the universe. And perhaps also detect signals from intelligent life.
What we are looking for actually is not really a particular kind of signal. We are just searching for something different from the normal cosmic noise, so to say. So we are not searching for a particular transmission signals, but for example it would be enough to detect some signals coming from their communications, televisions, if they do have televisions, or cellular telephones or things like that. Well, we have recorded a huge amount of data so far, but unfortunately we could not get any signal yet.